Brought to you by Penguin.
The Secret Cyclist by The Secret Cyclist, read by Ben Eagle. Introduction. I know that this book is going to spark a guessing game. Trying to identify me is going to be part of the fun, and I get that. As a reader, I'd want to know too. I'm not hiding my identity as a gimmick, though. I'm being mysterious because in my world, riders are meant to be seen and not heard. I've been racing at the top level for various teams for around a decade now, but anyone who's spent even a short amount of time around professional cycling will know that offering an opinion in public is not the done thing if you value your contract. Even an off-the-cuff complaint about bar tape will get you in trouble with the team because it's bound to get them in trouble with a sponsor. When I started out, it wasn't uncommon to see a team recover a saddle for a big-name rider who didn't like the sponsor's model just to keep everyone happy. They used to relabel tyres as well when they knew the ones they were supposed to use were no good. I'm sure they do it still. Our sport exists only because advertising and product promotion allows it to, so a rider giving his 2 cents about equipment is strictly prohibited. I know guys who've missed training rides because of dodgy group set batteries, and guys who have spent countless hours shivering and soaked through because their clothing sponsor couldn't make a decent jacket. But they're not allowed to tell you that. What domestiques say is just as, if not more, tightly controlled than their fitness and nutrition regimes. I choose to be anonymous because while I want to show what professional cycling is like behind the ropes, I also have my career and my family to think about. Every public aspect of our lives is so tightly controlled that being truly honest is all but impossible in a newspaper interview, never mind a whole book. There are team guidelines for everything we do, and even something as innocent as borrowing the wrong kind of helmet for a mountain bike ride with friends can land you in hot water if it ends up on social media. Then there's the people. The race organizers, the agents, the other riders, the team bosses, or, put another way, my colleagues, friends, employers. It has nothing to do with the omerta of the old days. It's just common sense. I couldn't show up to a training camp with all of my teammates knowing that I was going to write about everything they did and said, and I wouldn't expect my contract to be renewed if my manager knew I was likely to poke holes in his tactics publicly. If you don't believe me, I suggest you write a warts-and-all blog about your office and put your name to it. Question how the business is run. Make sure you remember to call your boss a moron, and then tell me how it goes. It's a small world we live in generally, but the cycling world, well, that's just minuscule. Everyone knows everything, and no one forgets anything. When I set out to write this book, I didn't do it with the intention of offending anyone or settling grudges, but I didn't want to be excommunicated either. The truth can be hard to hear, and even when I'm only offering opinions, it would be impossible to share my honest thoughts on a lot of things if I knew my name was going to be plastered on the front cover. Cycling has been my life since I was a teenager, and despite all its flaws, I love it. It has been good to me, and I'm trying to be good to it too. The purpose of this book is not to complain for the sake of complaining or to slam anyone. I just want to show you what it's really like to be a professional cyclist, to give you an unfiltered view inside the Peloton. There's a lot to like about the sport, but there are a lot of problems too, and I want to start a conversation about that. I've read books from the critics and the blindly faithful, and I never felt that I fit into either category. I've always thought that if you really love something, you have to see it for what it really is. To me, cycling can be glorious, and it can be grubby, but quite often, it's neither. It's just pedaling for hours and hours for relatively little in return. It's fickle and occasionally foolish, but it's also engrossing and exciting, and most importantly, fun. With this book, I want to capture all of that.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?